Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
So now it's 2nd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. After that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Silver. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sit.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Brown will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath. Flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The sure hands. It's Robbins. And they pick up another first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Robbins. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
This offense trying to quiet the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes the throw. He's at the... And he will score. Question now. Will it count as we check out on the field? Off-play action on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. Fourth down coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the 45 on his way. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd and hit
far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you.
Continues to fight for yards. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Off the 10. Touchdown, He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Houston is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And complete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Gets it to the back.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stump him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game. Right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, in this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. What a play by this defense. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll leave it with him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Brown will throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got it on the outside. It's Robbins. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Nice job by the receiver on the back there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Just inside the 30.
Yo, Misha, listen. You're not that good that every time I move, you move, man. You know, like, it's something. I'm peeping it because I'm looking at my, I watch everything on my screens and how many people popping in and all that. Listen,
It's got to feel good as an offense.
when I move, you guys move. It's certain stuff that I know. I played you a couple times, man. Like, I'm on the phone, so I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm like, yo, this is weird. I don't be trusting niggas, man, with this technology shit.
And the Rams with a second and short to keep this drive.
I'm back on the phone.
to the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through.
And the defense, got him in the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's ball. Breaks into the open. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far down. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go right back to the run. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Rams are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's ball. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Rams back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He throws one to the left. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Handoff from the gun. And it's a first down. They're working at the 44. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Might be changing the route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this This guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it in. It's Robbins. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete at fourth down's cut. And the Rams will line up to run it away. And the returner will be brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right.
At this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Jacksonville State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch. Out of bounds, it's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Robbins. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Rams are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll test the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick up a first down. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Witherspoon. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, looking to pass. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They want that clock to run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a short pass to the tight end. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to go deep. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th down. The sense of urgency is cranking up, but you need to be more precise in the passing game.
Buying some time. Uncorks one. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout in the clock.
Me, see, I was just changing the running back. That's all I was doing. Good game. Yeah. It don't work. I tell you, it's like throwing with a nigga with 85. Yeah. Good game.